Phenomenal performance from England. There's nothing more to say, really. What a performance from the Three Lions. Nobody called that. There was a consensus coming into this match that it was going to be a tight affair. If Iran were going to get anything, it was going to be a draw. Absolutely no one had that. Let's take a look. England, best opening performance in a major tournament I've seen. So England 6, Iran 2. England were phenomenal. One big criticism I've had about England coming into this tournament was that not enough players score goals. We've always relied on Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling. Sterling got one today, but there were 5 other goal scorers that weren't Harry Kane. Harry Kane didn't even score today. That's how ruthless England were. We moved to a back 4 as well. I was saying, everyone was predicting that it was going to be a back 5. He was braver, he's picked a back 4, and boy has it paid off. England were sensational. 6-2, flat as Iran. That final goal, the penalty, was a disgrace. VAR, absolutely disgusting. England should have had a penalty within the first 10 minutes. I mean, that penalty they gave at the end was just embarrassing. So 6-2 for me, flattered Iran completely. But what a start. It's a huge statement win. Jude Bellingham was just sensational. It was right to pick Saka at the start as well above Foden. There was a lot of criticism before the game on Southgate regarding that. He got that right. It was just to a man. England were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Even Harry Maguire, he went off injured, which was a shame, but he was brilliant again. It's just the perfect start for England. It's really disappointing, though, conceding the 2 goals. It really was a 6-1 game. I mean, it could have been more. But I'm deciding if England were just brilliant or Iran were poor. And I'm thinking it's somewhere, obviously, in the middle. This Iranian team had only lost twice in the past 20 games. England were brilliant. There's no mistake in that. Iran were poor, but England were just as fantastic. And this sets England up nicely, doesn't it? The goal difference is now in our favour. We're going to be full of confidence. Players have come off the bench and grabbed goals as well. Marcus Rashford. Callum Wilson was brilliant when he came on. Foden was brilliant when he came on. Grealish was great when he came on. England looked like a top nation. This is how top nations should perform against lesser opposition within their group. Bearing in mind, though, this is a top 20 ranked nation according to FIFA World Rankings. So Iran was certainly no pushovers, and in England have just pushed them aside. It was men against boys. It really was. England were just phenomenal. All really good finishers, and I can't believe Callum Wilson squared it to Grealish for that 6th goal. Iran did score a good goal, and it is worrying for England because we did switch off, but Maguire did go down injured almost immediately after that. So was he a little bit dazed? I'm not sure, but it was a poor goal for England to concede, but it shows that Iran do have some optimism going forward because they certainly can take their chances, because that was the only chance they had and they took it, and it was a brilliant finish. But England, what a start. What a start. Obviously now a result in the next game more or less gets you through the group. It's going to be really interesting to see how England perform against the United States, and I just wasn't expecting it. I just was not expecting that. I really wasn't. In my wildest dreams, I wouldn't expect England to score 6 goals in an opening World Cup match. And Southgate continues to break records, continues to set standards at places where we've never ever seen England within generations. And it's so bizarre. All before the game, the criticism from England fans and really opposition fans, the one hope opposition fans have against playing England is they think Southgate isn't up to the job, but is again just proving people wrong and producing results that England just don't traditionally produce. But going to a back 4, England just look perfect. You've got a real clear system. That midfield of Mount, Bellingham and Rice was just phenomenal. They controlled the game, they looked threatening, they were quick to intercept the ball. The 2 wide players, Sterling and Saka, were fantastic. Kane showing his passing ability, which I think is his strongest asset outside of scoring goals. It worked. All the players clicked around the pitch. And the beautiful thing was bringing 5 substitutions on. It worked even after. There were like-for-like substitutions where England were making changes and nothing really changed. England still looked as threatening. And that's such a good sign. You realise the strength England have coming off the bench when we were 3-4 up, whatever it was, and we're bringing on like Rashford, Grealish, Foden. England's depth is phenomenal, and you find it hard not to get carried away with that performance. Commiserations to Iran. There's obviously a horrendous amount that the Iranian people are having to deal with back home. I'm rooting for Iran against the United States and Wales. I really am. But today you were just so poor. So poor. And like I said, I think a little bit is Iran were poor, but I also think England were that good. And it was just the perfect start. Probably England's best ever start to a World Cup. Iran came up against that. Huge delay within the first half with the keeper going off. So that obviously may have had impact as well, but phenomenal. There's no other words but phenomenal. I'm not going to say it. If England play like that throughout the tournament, obviously the opposition is going to be stronger. They're going to be in with a shout of winning this tournament. I thought they were brilliant. So thank you very much for watching. What a start. I'll be putting another video out in a couple of days' time, a preview for England versus the United States. But fantastic England, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.